Hello, fellow Murdlers. Today is Thursday, March 24th, 2024, and it's a great day to solve a murder. Before we do, however, I just wanted to note my appreciation for the coming soon sign over what was formerly the stocking L in Murdle. I love it. I can't wait to see what we get next. Today we have Deductive Logico solves the mystery of the corpse on top of the white tablecloths. We have 3 4x4 grids with suspects, locations, and weapons. And we do have all clues and evidence today. You see we have this red murder clue here. The body was found in the dining car. So that's going to give us our where today. So we can go ahead and mark that in. And now we'll be using our clues and evidence and of course our grid to figure out the who and the how. First though, let's go ahead and meet our suspects. Today we have Lady Violet, Sister Lapis, Dame Obsidian, and Chef Aubergine. The weapons are an imported Italian knife, a bottle of wine, Murdle Volume 1, a rolled up newspaper with a crowbar inside, okay, and the locations are the dining car, which is of course our murder location, the caboose, the observation deck, and the locomotive. Of course, once we find the suspect and weapon associated with the dining car, we will know who our murderer is today. So let's dive into our clues and evidence. Whoever was in the locomotive had a lightweight weapon. Okay, so we're going to be dealing with the locomotive here, and we need to flip through the weapon cards and see which one of them was lightweight. Okay, lightweight, so that could be it. It could also be other ones though, so let's keep checking. Medium weight, and medium weight. Great, okay, so we know that it was the imported Italian knife in the locomotive. So we'll go ahead and mark that in. Okay, Chef Aubergine had a crush on the person who brought a rolled up newspaper with a crowbar inside. Okay, so I know these clues can be a bit confusing. Whenever you see something like this, like they grew up or they were childhood friends with or they had a crush on or things like that, what it's just telling you is that Chef Aubergine did not have this item or did not have that motive or whatever is associated with the clue. So this is just 2 people, and we're just saying of these 2 people, Chef Aubergine did not have this. So the second part is almost irrelevant. It's just another person, but it could also just read Chef Aubergine did not bring a rolled up newspaper with a crowbar inside. So don't let those clues confuse you too much. Let's go ahead and mark that in. Chef Aubergine did not have the newspaper. Okay, whoever had an imported Italian knife was left-handed. Okay, this could be really helpful because we already know where this was. We've got right-handed, left-handed for Dame Obsidian, and right-handed. Okay, great. Another one where it can only be one person. So this means that we have now the weapon and the location for Dame Obsidian. So I'm going to mark that in here as well, saying that since we know that Dame Obsidian had the knife, that Dame Obsidian must have also been in the locomotive. All right, so now we know Dame Obsidian was not our murderer today. Okay, we have an either or clue next. Either Lady Violet was in the locomotive or a bottle of wine was in the caboose. Oh, this one we can actually solve right away because we know that Dame Obsidian was in the locomotive. Typically, I like to come back to either or clues just because they're a little easier once you have more information, but we already have the information needed to determine this one. So this one is going to be a bottle of wine was in the caboose. Okay. Bottle of wine. That's the caboose, I believe. Yes. Okay, and we don't know who had the bottle of wine, but we know where it was. We also now know that whomever had the bottle of wine could not have been the murderer because the murderer would need to be in the dining car. Okay. The suspect with Murdle Volume 1 was known to have brown eyes. So let's see. Flip to suspects here. Blue eyes. Brown eyes, okay, could be Sister Lapis, green eyes, and blue eyes. Wow, this is great. They've all been like deterministic with the person. So let's see, Sister Lapis, Myrtle Volume 1. Okay, and so now we also know, because we have the item associated with the caboose, we know that Sister Lapis was not in the caboose. Okay. So we've got an anagram clue next. A book. How? Okay, a book. Something. something, how Logico and Aretino met was found by an outdoor this one's giving me some trouble. I'm gonna look at the locations and see what we have with outdoor railing? Could that be railing? Yeah. Okay, outdoor railing. So, okay. This is Murdle Volume 1. A book that reveals a book that reveals how Logico and Aretino met was found by an outdoor railing. Phew, okay. So that's gonna say that Sister Lapis with Murdle Volume 1 was on the observation deck, which means Sister Lapis was not our murderer today. Our murderer today must have either been Lady Violet or Chef Aubergine. So let me see. I'm going to just take another moment and see what we are missing here. It looks like it's something to do with, yeah, Sister Lapis's location. So once we put that in place, oh, here we go. All right, we've got our murderer. It was Lady Violet with the newspaper, a rolled up newspaper with a crowbar inside in the dining car. So let me go ahead and fill that in here. In the dining car. And before I submit, I'm just gonna quickly fill out the rest of my grid just to make sure everything's looking correct. All right, well that didn't take long at all. But yes, this all makes sense. It all works. And again, if that felt like we kind of got there quickly, we had all the clues here. Everything was really deterministic. So for instance, we had the lightweight weapon and the brown eyes. What was the other one? Left-handed. All of those were just one person or just one weapon. And then this last one, we had this attached Myrtle Volume 1 to Sister Lapis. And then, of course, the anagram puzzle told us where Myrtle Volume 1 had been, and that was by an outdoor railing, and that was the observation deck. The railing outdoors. So that's how we knew that, and that left only one possible solution for for Lady Violet to be the murderer in the dining car once we filled that in with the locations. So let me go ahead now that we've got that all filled out. Let me go ahead and see if we were right. All right, we were right. Thanks so much for playing along today. I hope this was a helpful walkthrough, and we'll see you tomorrow.